This series is The Work of Loving. It's a space where me and my daughter sit down and have an honest talk about what it means to love while learning. I'm Auntie Michaela, and this is Memoirs on Winging It. With this, we have our family therapist, Tony Williams, and she'll be facilitating a conversation that creates a safe space for us all. Let's talk about what and how you like to be communicated to when emotions are running high and there is a point that you're trying to get across.
For me personally, I feel like when I'm upset or when I'm just overstimulated in certain situations, I like being talked to very calmly, because it kind of stimulates my mind. It's like, to me, it feels like, okay, this person's trying to calm me down, so let me actually take that in sometimes. And even when my mom's talking to me, she'll be like, okay, how can we figure this out? Because I'm feeling this way and you're feeling this way. So we need to come to kind of a medium, or we need to figure this out. And it also calms me down as well. So mostly just when people talk to me in a calm manner and they meet that anger or overstimulation with something calm.
Okay. Mine. That's so sweet. Honestly, I'm a straight shooter. So for me, I just kind of say what you need to say, and don't jump around it. Now, the issue with that is, of course, with having a kid, she also is a very straight shooter. So it's constantly trying to find that medium between okay, say what you feel, but also don't play with me. Right. And I'm mom. I'm not your little friend. That all comes in, but then we don't talk about having a kid that you like, because then it's actually, I kind of am your little friend. So yeah, it's just trying to find that medium in between the two. But yeah, I like to be, one thing that I always say to her is just tell me the truth. Tell me the truth and we can figure it out from there. Because once I realize that you lied to me, or if I'm stepping for you or advocating for you and I'm advocating for a lie, that's the one. That's it. That's all. I don't do a lot of do-overs. I don't do a lot of heartache. So once you've hurt me a bunch of times or a certain amount of times, there's a switch, and I will only let you so close. And unfortunately, that goes for everyone, even my humans. And I'd even communicated that to her. I say, know your audience. You've got to know who your mom is. Some people can deal and handle that. And I know that that's not the fun thing to say, but it's just the truth. I'm a person, right? Just like you're a person. And what you say, because I love you so much and because you have the closest access to my heart, hits in a way that other people can't even come close to even moving me. So, yeah. And I think that's a level of transparency that teens and children need to be able to see. My mom is human. She hurts just like I hurt, that kind of thing. And so what can I do to not only not inflict that hurt, but get to a space to where we're preventing hurt from happening? So Levi, what would you say would be a happy medium when it comes to communication when emotions are run high? Is it taking a deep breath, you guys coming back to having a conversation, maybe over tea in the evening or over dinner or something? What would you say is your happy medium? Because sometimes we do say things that we don't mean when we're trying to get our point across. How can you communicate in a way to where your mom receives it? And also with mom, how can you communicate to where Levi receives it too? So it's reciprocal.
I would say, me personally, taking a break, asking my mom, okay, can we pause for a second? Because I'm getting to a certain point where it's I can't, mom, I just need a second. So maybe taking a second and then coming back, or even we tried writing in a journal and then passing it back and forth. Yeah. So I feel the writing in the journal is a really good one, because it's I can actually take a moment to feel my feelings and then figure out how to write them out or find words that can help me express my feelings.
Okay. Writing. So the happy medium you'd say would be for you, the writing it out in the journal and passing it back and forth. Yeah. Okay. What about you? Sometimes it's harder for me, right? Because I did not grow up in the era of, Mom, I need to write you a letter. Yes. That's not how I was raised. So it's learning, right? It's learning and also reminding myself to have patience because I'm also the type of person that can have a conversation in the moment in most cases. And so a lot of people can't do that. And sometimes I don't have the patience for it. It's like, oh, now you want to come talk to me a week and a half later? Like, girl, right. I've moved on. Like, I've moved on. I've let it go. We've moved past that. And I have to, a lot of the times, like pause myself. And even sometimes I naturally prepare for the worst because a lot of things have happened in my life. And so sometimes I'll come home and I'll see a note that she wrote. And I'm like, biggest eye roll. Girl, what is the letter about today? Like, I thought we were having a good week. Like, it's like another note. But it's a learning curve, right? It's like, okay, I asked her to communicate. I asked her to find a way to communicate. So when she's doing it, it's trying not to, millennial parents, we're kind of unserious about everything. Everything's a joke. It's like, exactly, until it's not. And so it's like, it's like, oh, girl, here she go with her journal. It's like, okay, you told her to write the journal. Let's not antagonize or make fun of the journal. So it's like me remembering that I'm the grown up. Right. And I think, again, we don't like to say that part out loud, but sometimes we can, like, I don't want to say bully because bully doesn't sound like a good word, but, like kind of clown. Yeah, kind of clown pick at our kids sometimes because it's like, girl, you're falling out again. What's the problem? Literally, that's not a problem. It's creating that space to understand and to, I guess, have the patience to hear her.
So do you think that kind of goes hand in hand with you also teaching her those different kind of resources when it comes to emotional intelligence? Because we oftentimes think of our teenagers because they're our same height, they wearing our same shoes, same clothes, that they're mature-wise on our same level because of what they look like on the outer. And that's something that's stigmatized within society too. Yeah. Like our Black kids, they be looking grown and they be 12. Yeah. That's the kind of thing. But it's where are they emotionally? Yeah. And where are we trying to get them to be emotionally? So what does modeling the emotional intelligence strategies look like in the household?
For me, sometimes I have to know when it's out of my, like, if I don't have it. Okay. And that was hard, right? Because, again, the way that I was raised, taught, like, parents know and you're supposed to have everything and have it all together and have all the answers. But sometimes it's like, girl, that's how you got to being her therapist on a separate thing and me on a separate thing because I didn't have it. Like, Levi was experiencing a lot of big feelings. And a lot of the times, because I was there, because I was the closest to it, I was getting the backlash of it. And it was like, okay, I don't have capacity because, yeah, you're mad. Yeah, you're my kid. Yes, I have to create space. I have to be patient. I have to look at your letter. I got to do all this. But, like, girl, stop playing with me. I don't have it. And I had to say, okay, one, it doesn't make me a bad mom that I don't have capacity. Because, again, like you said, society will tell you, particularly as a Black mother, that we're supposed to carry, nurture, provide, grow, do all the things for everyone, die, bring yourself back to life, and everything's okay. And we're still supposed to show up, and we still have to show up at work, and we still have, you have to become that. And, I'm naturally Auntie Michaela, so I carry a lot of people. And it doesn't feel good for me to ever really say I'm out of my depth. Like, this is too much. I don't have the width. I don't have capacity. So it's just trying to find that space where I can say to her, like, I don't have it. I literally said to her one day, like, you need to talk to someone and it's not me. So you're starting therapy like Monday. Like, yeah. Cause I literally was like, okay, you're angry. You need to talk about something. You need to. And I don't even think she expected me to respond to her in that way, because when I called her, we hadn't talked, and I was like, Levi, I was like, girl, you need to talk to somebody, and it's not me. So you start therapy on Monday. She was like, oh, thanks, mom. Yeah, girl. And I literally said, I've just parented the hell out of you, didn't I? But when we were kids, like, it wasn't safe to have those resources, right? Like, I don't think it was talked about for someone to say, like, you can go to therapy. When you hear your mom just talk about her experience, what comes up for you?
I guess supported. Like, I don't feel like I'm doing just like this life thing by myself, because I've been really stressed out about like how I'm going to carry myself when I'm older and like when I go to college and stuff like that. And so my mom, like, somebody told me I was emotionally intelligent, and I didn't really know what that meant in the first place. So I was just kind of like, oh, okay, like I'm smart when it comes to my emotions. Okay, like this is way better than before. But I realized that a lot of it came from like my mom teaching me how to regulate my emotions, how to figure out what I'm experiencing. Like if I'm freaking out about something, like, okay, let me take a second. Like, is this a really big situation, or is it just a bunch of little things making this situation seem bigger than it is? So I would just say I'm grateful because she's taking the time to teach me how to be emotionally intelligent, and then like other people can see it too. Yeah, just grateful, and I support it.
Yeah. Now, do you express that to mom on a regular basis, or is it more so I thought in my head and then I'll be to the bath?
I'm like, oh,
I expressed it to her.
I'll have like thoughts where it's like, oh, period. Like my mom ate with that. Like I see the correlation from when I was younger till now to like how it can help me when I'm older. A lot of times I don't really say anything to her. Like I should give you her flowers more and be like, you know, you ate that. But I just feel like, I don't know. I don't know why I don't.
Okay.
Yeah.
She tells you when you've done something well, right?
It's just
Or made you feel good.
yeah.
Okay.
I definitely just like keep it to myself and then go about.
You keep it a G. Yeah, and walk away. Okay. Well, maybe that is an area that we can include into the happy medium too, is mom, I appreciated you giving me a beat or allowing me to take a deep breath and come back to the conversation rather than the slamming the door or going into the room and kind of isolating instead. But okay, mom, I hear you. I just need to process this, or let me think about that kind of thing. So this is teaching you not only how to verbally communicate to get your point across so people know what you're thinking and not having to guess or read your mind, but it also gives you a space too to say, okay, she's doing something different than what we've been doing before to get a different result. What do you think you all need when it comes to just moving forward?
As of recent, I think we've all kind of just been like, if she's going to have a day, she's going to have a day. We're going to just need to keep going because we can't stop everything because she's having a day. And eventually she'll come around. And I think at first I was kind of like tiptoeing around and like kind of being like, I don't want to, you know, piss her off, or I don't want to make her mad or whatever. And then it was like, girl, that's not where to live. She don't pay no, like why is the whole house tiptoeing around a child? And I think one day she said, she like had an attitude about something, and I audibly said like, girl, you got an attitude. I don't care. Like, you'll be fine. And she was like, dang, like, you don't care. It's like, because you're fine. Like, you will be fine. I know how you process through your emotions. You just need a minute. And like, we were in the car one day and she was upset about something. I think she didn't want to go to the catapult place, and she was pissed off because we made her go. She's in the car. Then her cousins get in the car finally, and then now we're playing music. And then I literally said to her, I was like, are you done being weird now? She was like, you ain't with that. She was like, nah, she said that. Yeah. It's been that for me, learning it's okay to parent, kind of, because again, our society kind of teaches us like, make room for their feelings, hear everything, don't shut anything down. They're their own person. You kind of have to realize when like, okay, but in order to build them in a way that they'll be able to exist when I'm not here, and not even in a like when I'm dead, like she's going to college soon.
Correct.
Like, she hopefully will be on the other side of the country, and she's going to deal with a whole different archetype of person. And she's going to need, one, the fire that's in her. She does not play about herself. She doesn't play about the people that she loves. She doesn't play about the people that are around her. That's one thing that she will need 1,000%. So it's like having a fiery child, right? But also learning how to like, I said it once, but it's like, think about what it's like to have to mold a piece of the sun, right? She is all things. She is smart. She can dance. She can sing. She can act. She fences. Like, she quite literally is excellent at anything she tries, even a little bit. And trying to prepare a person like that, she's like, well, mom, what should I do? And I'm like, girl,
Yeah.
Literally anything. I don't really know what to, yeah. And then she snapped with our genetics. Like, I am constantly trying to figure out how do I hype her up, but also create a person that is loving and kind and that can show up in spaces without sucking the air out of the room because I'm pretty, but because I'm pretty, that means I have to be mean, or that means I have to belittle someone else, or that means I don't know, or I don't need to create community because I take up this space. That is more so what I've been trying to prepare for. That's what I've been trying to pull out of her, is who she's going to need to be when I'm not around. And that even comes with like integrity, trying to teach her how to keep and water friendships, trying to teach her how she's going to have to interact with other women because she does exist like this, and other women naturally are going to feel some type of way.
Right. And what are you going to do with that?
What are you going to do with that? Even the way that she knows how to like interact with young men because she's got a lot of boy cousins. So Levi can hoop, she can, so a lot of girls won't understand that.
Right, right.
They're going to think something different because they don't have those qualities.
So hearing all those accolades that your mom just fed you and just laid out into the atmosphere, that girl, you would feel hearing that your mom just feels so highly about you and all of the talents that you have. What comes up for you? Do you see yourself in that light too?
Sometimes I don't. Sometimes when I'm feeling like I'm not just like my best self, my mom told me to go back to this like TikTok video of me singing like for my play and just to look at all the comments of like just all the people that have something good to say. It helps me remember like the good parts of me and not focus on what I'm doing bad.
How do you feel comfortable communicating your emotions?
Most of the time I'll talk to my brother. That's just like my way of like telling him I need you without saying I need you.
And shout out Air.
Right.
That young man,
Shout out Aries.
that young man holds it together. Okay. My son is Ted's, no notes. Shout out to him because we are a lot of people.
Okay.
Levi and I are a lot. And he holds a line. He holds space for his sister and he holds space for me. And sometimes I even have to like remind myself to like check in with him. Like, son, are you good? Are you feeling supported? Are you feeling like, he's like, yeah, no, I'm fine. He's very strong, silent, very stoic. When he's there, he's there.
Right.
But it takes a lot. But he really, he's a brilliant young man and I'm grateful to have him as a son. He holds us all down. He does. Y'all need a snack. He cooks. He's like, oh, everybody's upset. Let me go make some meat.
Yeah.
Like he's like, oh, I made smoothie. I made brownies. I made cinnamon rolls. Like whatever. He's kind of a glue that holds us, and I'm grateful. And like I said, it's also making sure not putting too much weight on him because that could be overwhelming.
Right.
Like me and Levi are into it, and he's coming to the room like, Mom, are you okay? That was tough. He's like, yeah, she's tripping. I don't know what's going on. Then he'll go and talk to his sister, and then he'll come back. And like one time, I was upset, and he literally said to me, like, Mom, like, I'm going to be on my sister's side sometimes, and you're gonna have to be okay with that because it's my sister. And I'm like, okay, I guess I did teach y'all to hold each other down no matter what.
Right.
So,
how do you feel like technology has changed you all's amount of trust with one another?
oof, it's exhausting.
Okay.
It's exhausting. I think we've gotten better because I've just opened space for her to talk to me more. But before, Lord have mercy, it was like taking her phone, like going through it, and she thought she was slick because she would save people's numbers. I said, girl, we're not looking for names. I'm typing in words.
Yeah.
Like I'm typing words. The words are going to pop up and I'm going to see exactly who you're talking to and how many times these inappropriate words might be popping up. And then that's how I'll know how to move it. That's how I know how to take your phone. It's kind of a catch-22 now, right? Because when we were younger, like our parents could take our phone and it wasn't that big of a deal. But now, because the world is so unsafe, it's like, if I take her phone, now I don't have her location. If I take her phone, what if someone comes to the school and it's unsafe, or whatever the case may be,
Or where
there's so many what ifs. You can't even discipline your kid the same way again. So it's changing the tools that we have to be able to discipline them. But yeah, social media is rough. And then also they're in their room, door shut, scrolling The internet is telling them, crash out. You only live once. We all hate our parents. You're alone. Nobody cares.
Right.
Nobody's listening. And that's being funneled to them. Like, and you can only funnel and block so much, right? She's 16. So it's like you're fighting this outside entity. But I went to a concert and it was all ages. I don't really go to all ages shows for obvious reason, but it was all ages and all the adults were in the bar side, but you could see it was a sold out show and it was like a bunch of teenagers, right? And all of the opening artists, they were singing about like, I want to kill myself. I hate life. Let's crash out. It's all over. Like, and I was like, and the kids are singing this from the top of their lungs. And you can just tell how open their little hearts are, how open their little spirits are. They were like I call them little nuclear bombs. Really, like they have so much power inside of them. And I was watching them and I turned to my friends and I was like, this is what I'm up against. Like, look at this. This is what I'm up against. And it's a lie, right? To try to, it's so much like that. I have to tell her, like, that's not real. Like what you're seeing, like, that's not real. Like, and a lot of these kids that are telling you to not talk to me, to crash out, to whatever, wish they had the support system that you have. They wish they have a mom that you could come get in the bed or come cry to me or come talk to me or whatever. A lot of them don't have a parent that cares and had them out of spite or resents them or doesn't want to be an active part of their life. They're just, oh, mama got to have a good time or daddy got, or, whatever the case may be. And it's like, my good time includes you. When I'm out at concerts or even out with my friends, sometimes a song come on, I can't wait to leave. I think that's number because it's like, I know maybe my kid will turn up, Social media and the internet just adds such an added layer of fight that we have to go through because your kids are taking in, so we're taking in so much.
Right.
And your babies are taking in so much. And it's so hard to know like, I'll see a post and I'm like, I thought we were having a good day. Why is the song so sad? What does this caption mean? Are you okay? Who's that commenting? Who's this person? Why do they look so old? What state? Why is somebody from Japan on FaceTime? Because they have access to the globe. Right. We didn't have, when we were growing up, we have kids and friends and for the most part, all of our parents are kind of the same. Right. So it's like, if I wanted to do something crazy and I'm talking to you on the phone, you'll be like, no, girl, your mom. And I'm thinking the same thing, right? Where now they can post online and yes, I want to crash out. And there's 200 kids from all over the country like, do it. Like, they can't do anything. If they do, call the police.
Right. No, I totally get it and understand. And Levi, I heard your mom say that. What do you think your absorbency, if we will, of social media and social entities play a role in who and how you view yourself?
I think that before, not paying attention to like what I was opening myself up to as far as it comes to like, I would say, for example, like my For You page, you can like the stuff that you choose to like on your For You page is based on how your social media will like show up, like what's advertised to you and stuff like that. But when I started paying attention to like, if I said something, all of a sudden I'll see it on my For You page. Like it's more of what you're talking about going through, like your phone's listening. And then on top of that, it's, I guess the quote unquote agenda is to make you feel more depressed. You'll see more like videos about other people being depressed on your For You page. And it'll be advertised to you like, oh, like tell me in the comments, like, when's the worst time you wanted to ever just, jump off a bridge or something like that? Like, I guess it's different things that people can agree on and come together on, but it's not in a way of like, how can we fix this? It's more of a let's all sit here and be sad together type way. And then when I started paying attention to like, I don't have to be scrolling right now. Like, it's kind of a like, I don't have to feel like this. Like, I don't have to be like this. Kind of like a taking control of my own emotions. Right. like just because another person's feeling like the same way I could have been in that exact moment doesn't mean that I have to act like they did or act on that in general. I can just take a second to do something differently. Like if everybody's sitting in the comments and we're all typing about what's wrong but not how to fix it, like nothing's changing. So I just think that like social media, it can be good in some ways because it's like I've seen my generation come together and make big impacts and like do different things when it comes to social media because we all support each other. Like I feel like my generation's low-key just based on everybody supporting everybody, but also at the same time it's like finding that balance between like how can we all come together with the same problems and make them better, not just sit there and complain the whole entire time and like supporting each other's crash outs, like supporting the low points and staying at the low points.
Are those conversations you're having with your group of friends and how you guys can support one another? What does that conversation look like on a regular basis? Because I know you've been doing your work on yourself. Like it's been more so, okay, I'm going to try to find a solution rather than continue to contribute to the problem.
When it comes to like me and my close circle, a lot of the times we'll just have debriefs because like a lot of our lives,
we love Joey.
Yeah. Because a lot of our lives like are mostly busy for the most part because one thing I like about my small friend group is we're all doing things that
the girls are fucking busy. Okay.
We're all busy, but it's doing stuff that we love to do. And so like with that, like we have to carve out time for ourselves to like talk on the phone and just have a rekindling like moment because we don't really talk like that much. But when we do, we have debriefs of just like what got on our nerves. Like, girl, let me tell you this real quick because this is just crazy. Or like, I just remembered last week, like this whole thing happened. But we'll kind of be like, okay, well, let's schedule a time where we can hang out. And just like, for instance, me and my best friend, Kamira, we decided to have a time where we do Bible study because we feel like for us, we've had a lot of similar problems going on. Mm-hmm. And so we made each other accountability partners. So like we'll have a note in our, like your iPhone notes, and we'll share it with each other and we'll type like, okay, did you work on these goals this week? Did you work on these goals like during this month? Just stuff like that to keep us on track. And then like when it comes to like the bigger picture, like actually trying to help in the community, I came together with like other students at my school to start a peer support peer group. And so it's like where students can talk to other students. Because one thing I realized was a lot of students don't really like talking to counselors because they feel like they can't trust them like due to past experiences. Like, so I just literally. So I worked with like other students to just create something where students can talk to other students about issues that they feel like are wrong with the school or just in general, to be able to bring it or to make it aware to like adults in our school that can make a change for it. It actually happened pretty quickly. I'm not going to lie. Like I came up with the idea and then we brought it to the counselors, and then the counselors brought like other people from other schools and like just the Renton School District.
So you pitched it to the superintendent.
Yeah. And like just a bunch of people. But I just felt like, I don't know, it was just, I think a lot of adults are looking for my generation to just come up with ideas and lock in. Like all they really want us to do is just lock in. That's the big issue that we have in our generation. Like it's a lot of teenagers procrastinating or just being lazy or just letting little things get in the way. Mm-hmm. But I think that everybody that's older than us is low-key just looking for the lock-in, like who's able to lock in, who's really hungry for it.
Right.
And so when the counselors and the superintendent and the board for the Renton school districts, like they saw that we wanted to make our school better, like we wanted to help other students and we were ready to do it quickly too. I think that's when they were like, okay, let's help support this. So I would say like those are ways that I can see the issue and like help fix it in not just my community, but like my small friend group too.
When it comes to instilling the morals and values and the spiritual, the faithfulness, that kind of thing, what are you seeing as your biggest accolade? And what are you seeing in an area in which you're still working with her on?
Levi just said to me actually the other day, she was like, actually, Mom, like just say gotcha. Like that's good for me. It's better for me to just hear that, instead of you like reshaping it, reframing it. Because I tell her all the time, like, I'm not trying to bribe you to be a good person. Like, that should be your baseline. Like, I do give you things, you know, if your kid gets good grades, yeah, we can go to dinner, or, yeah, I'll give you something or whatever. But like, also, you should just be getting good grades. Also, you should just be going to class. Also, this is your baseline. Do your chores, get good grades. Literally, the world's yours.